everybody, it's Kristin and happy Topic Tuesday to you. For Topic Tuesday this week, I wanted to review the Pond's Luminous Finish BB Plus. And before you're like, ugh, I've heard this before, I want to say that I was asked to review this. It was sent to me. And then, you know, those that reviewed it could do a 2-minute video, which clearly you can see this video is not 2 minutes, and then be entered into this contest. Here's the deal. I liked this so much that I didn't want to taint my review of it with this entry into the contest. I wanted you guys to know that what I'm telling you is, you know, truly, and I'm not saying that those people that did the reviews into it, I'm not saying that those weren't their true feelings, but I really wanted to give you guys an in-depth review of this versus a 2-minute shout. Now, for those of you that you know, subscribe to the people that did those 2-minute videos, be sure to go and vote for them if you liked the review of it. Because if they told you it was good, they weren't lying to you. It is good. So, and that is what my review is going to tell you. So I just kind of wanted to say that I'm not entering the contest. I'm doing this review because I really like the product. I hope I don't get in trouble for not doing the video. I actually sent an email asking about it and didn't get a response. So yeah, so that's what's going on for Topic Tuesday today, and let's just get into it. So again, this is for the Pond's Luminous Finish BB Plus. So it looks like this. The box looks like this. Now, this sells for about $10 in drugstores, but I've not seen it yet. So my assumption is they've sent it out to all of us to kind of create the buzz about it. And then you will start to see it in stores very soon. That would be my assumption. So the two colors that it comes in are light and medium. I'm going to go ahead and swatch both of those on my hand for you. So here are the two dots of the colors. I wanted to show you the difference. And then I'm going to just spread them out a little bit. And then let me work them into the skin. It's a little bit more. I have used light. I looked at the medium and was like, nope, that's not for me. Okay, so again, medium, and then there's the light. You can see the light is a great match for me. So those are the only two colors at this point that it comes in. It's an SPF of 15, which is good, but as you guys know, that's not sufficient, really. But it, you know, it's better than having nothing in there. So the things that it says that it, you know, that it will do for you is that it'll even your skin tone. And I'm reading, I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Even your skin tone. And it says that it has tone perfecting complex. It gives you luminous coverage instantly and visible dark spot reduction. Now, as with what everybody has said, I've only used this for about 2 weeks. So I haven't seen any major spot reduction, but I do feel like the ones here that you'll see in the demo, I'll show you in a minute, I really do feel like they have been reduced a little bit. So I'm curious to see as I continue to use it, if those will continue to go down. I'm going to try to make myself continue to use it for a few weeks more. I do have some new foundations I want to try out, but, so it's natural looking coverage, SPF 15, non-greasy moisturization, won't clog pores, dermatologist tested, and hypoallergenic. So I'm going to just cut quickly, well, not quickly, I'm going to cut to me putting it on, and then we'll come back and talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so I like to just put the amount that I think I'm going to use on the back of my hand. That's just the way it seems to work best for me. So I'm going to put about that much on the back of my hand. And I just dot it all over my face. And I know that everybody always says the BB creams work better with, as you can see, I have a little friend here so we can see what the coverage is. This comes from wearing sunscreen. Every time I wear sunscreen that's not like in a makeup product sunscreen, like a real sunscreen, I get that. Like, it clogs my pores. So anyway, I know it's best for you to use your fingers, but I just can't, I just don't like it. I don't like the application with any foundation. My fingers. One of the things I notice about this foundation is that I feel like the coverage gets better as it sits for a little bit, if that makes any sense. And then What's also strange is that for a BB cream, I'm just grabbing a little bit more, you can build it up a little bit. So I'm just kind of tapping over where I have. You can see that, excuse me, while it hasn't completely taken away this spot here where I have the darker pigmentation, it just kind of mutes it a little bit, which is fine. I'm not going for flawless face when I'm using a BB cream, you know what I mean? I'm going for a flawless face. I'm pulling out like Laura Mercier Silk Cream or something like that. But you can really see, I think, how it just evens everything out. You see how it just, I feel like I could walk out of the house like this if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could. So then what I do is just take my CoverGirl Olay in 210 and I, you know, cover up my spots. And then I do the same thing I always do, which is take my F80 and I just kind of tap it. It works better for me when I use my finger for that sort of tapping motion. I tend to wipe it all off. What can I say? That's what I do. Not on purpose. And then I've been using my MAC MSF, but I also have been using my Laura Mercier powder. Both of them work just as well. I just really want to work through this. And the MAC will give you a little bit more shine. I tend to get a little bit longer wear out of my Laura Mercier, and so I just kind of, I start by getting the brush hairs off my face. This is my MAC one. And I just kind of, well, you can see, I'm like patting it into my face because I don't want to move the product. So that's what I do first. Just kind of get that, and I let it set a little bit. And then I put on my under eye concealer, which I'm going to do, and then I'll be right back. So under eye concealer is on. I'm just going to take my 152 again and just do a little bit. I'm really lightly buffing. I'm not like shoving it in there, but just kind of buffing it in a little bit. So I hope that you can see on camera how it really makes your skin look very nice. And I feel like the pores that I have here, I do have a few that are a little bit bigger. I feel like they're not as pronounced. I just feel like it has given my face an even texture and an even overall tone, if that makes sense. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so when I recorded that, it was a little bit earlier and I had my shades pulled, and so it's just the light that I use normally for my videos. Now I have the windows open because the sun's in a better spot. I'm going to zoom in and let you see close up and personal how it looks on my skin. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see how it looks on my skin. I don't know what, get my hair out of the way. I just really like how everything looks so evened out. So it doesn't claim to give you a flawless coverage, but I really feel like it gives me a natural looking coverage. I hope that I'm making sense. So, and I love that it wears. I feel like it wears, you know, all day long, and I'm stunned by that. Even in the heat and humidity, I wore it the day that we went up camping. I have some of that footage on my vlog channel, but at one point I said to Krista, I'm like, look at this foundation. Are you kidding me? It was 88 and humid, which is not normal, and it looked exactly like it did when I put it on in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to go through kind of my 5 categories that I do, starting first off with finish. I am going to give it the full point for finish. I really feel like it gives a nice, even, smooth finish. It makes your pores look not quite as big, I think. And again, I don't have huge pores, but so finish absolutely gets the full point. Longevity, I'm giving it the full point. I didn't think there was any way that this was going to last. I have tried this with a primer, without a primer, with Laura Mercier Loose Minerals, like I said, and also with the MAC MSF. I've tried a bunch of different ways, and I really feel like it lasts throughout the day, no matter which primer I put underneath it. The packaging, I like it. It's nice and sleek and easy to travel with, very lightweight. So, and it has a spout, which, as you guys know, we all like that. We don't like to pour. We prefer a spout or a pump. So I enjoy, I like that too. So it gets a full point for that. Color range, I'm only giving it a half a point. I feel like even though there's the medium and the light, there are definitely lighter and darker skins that are going to not be able to find one of these to wear. So it only gets a half a point for color range. And for coverage, coverage is always a tricky one because I like a full coverage generally, but I feel like you can build this one up to a little bit of a medium coverage, and when it allows you to put other things over it to give you fuller coverage. So I think I'm going to go with 3/4 of a point for that. So on my range, that'll give it a 4.25. I really am impressed with this, I have to say. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Again, for those people that made the 2-minute long videos, that's a hard thing to do. I couldn't do it, so please take the time to go and vote for them if you watch and support one of the people that made those videos. If you want to see what's on the rest of my face, then I will run it down quickly for you, and if you don't, thank you for watching. You have seen what's on my base. I use, like I said, the 210 Covergirl Olay concealer. Over top of that, after I went off camera, I used the Too Faced bronzer and a little bit of NYX Taupe for some contour. I used my Physicians Formula Rosy Glow blush, which I just love. And for my eyeshadow today, oops, I have it sitting right here. I used Nutty from Wet n Wild. To transition out, I used True Taupe by NYX, which, by the way, if you're curious what a transition color is, I'll try to remember to link that below. I have a video talking about that, and I've had a couple questions again lately. So, and then this is NYX Hawaiian Coffee. I used that in the outer third and just kind of brushed it in a little bit. Ooh, the sun's coming out. And then I used a little of Wet n Wild Brule as a highlight. For my liner today, I have the Pixi in Black Cocoa, which is getting smaller. And on my lips today, the only high-end thing I used was my Bobbi Brown Rich Lip Color in Nude Rose. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!